Welcome to another episode of Hospitality Insider on Koni TV. I'm Connie Kim, and I'm very, very excited to present to you Stephanie Thompson from Cuningham Group today. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Welcome to Hospitality Insider. Please share with us about your great company and then what your role is and how you make the difference in all this design world.
Okay. Cuningham Group is an architecture firm based in Minneapolis. We have 7 offices domestically in the United States. We also have an office in Korea and as well as China. Our offices in the United States are in Denver, Biloxi, Las Vegas, LA, San Diego. So yeah, we have 7 offices in the United States. We do design in all markets. The design group that I am part of is internally we call it the Play Group, because we work on casinos, big entertainment, hotel, resort, restaurant, retail. So that's the type of work that we do.
So Play Group, that sounds great, huh?
Yep, we do all the play.
So it really is a large company that you have a lot of different offices, and I must be doing a lot of global work then.
Yep. We also have urban planning, master planning, and landscape architecture as well.
Okay, fantastic. So where is it started?
The home base company is in Minneapolis.
And then they branched out from there.
And then we branched out from there.
Okay, that's great.
And that's the bulk of the people work in that office.
So with all that incredible branches and everybody working globally, can you share us some wonderful project that you have accomplished?
Yeah, we work a lot in Indian gaming, casino. We've worked on the Isletas Casino Hotel. We work with Harrah's Cherokee Casino in North Carolina. So we have a pretty big breadth of work. We do a lot of education as well, and worship, and corporate and healthcare as well. So we are involved in all markets.
Okay, so that you feel that your niche market is in the gaming, so all of the Indian, so yeah, I mean there are so many in the United States now, so, and they certainly need a lot of great help.
Yeah.
And so what are the projects that you're so proud? Which one is that you will say, oh, this was my, a real ace?
I don't know. I think they're all unique in their own respect, and each project is different. We at Cuningham value collaborative design. We do a lot of storyboarding. Every property, every project has a story, and each story is unique to that property. So it's really hard to pull out a favorite because they're
all favorite.
Yeah, they're all my favorites for different reasons.
Yeah. So when you get a job, explain to the audiences what is the process, from the beginning that here is a job that you're going to design this casino. Do you involve from the ground up?
Yeah, we do ground up build outs, and we also do renovation. We sit down with the owners and we talk about what the vision is, what they see for their casino or their property in the future. And then we start, as a team at the office, start working collaboratively of what is the actual story that this property is going to tell. How is it going to be carried through all the venues. And we just keep building off of that. And then it's, a lot of that pre-planning is very essential to having a successful project. And just telling that story throughout in every aspect that we do, and all the details, and how one area flows into the next area, and the different phases, carrying that through, because it might be a 5-year project or more. It might be 10 years that you're continually working on that story and making sure that that story is being told in every aspect.
Well, yeah, that is fantastic. So how long have you been working on Cuningham Group?
I've been working at Cuningham Group for 2 years. Before that, I worked for another company that did a lot of restaurant retail design.
Okay.
So it's been a fun transition, and getting to work on bigger concepts, bigger project, bigger properties. It's just fantastic.
That's great. So if you say that, what is your biggest challenge in accomplishing those design projects in these big companies, big hotels?
I think the biggest challenge is bringing everyone together, all the consultants, all the suppliers, and finding solutions to complicated problems. Nothing ever goes 100% perfect, but it's how you deal with that, you know, the things that do go wrong, and finding solutions, putting out those fires.
Right.
You know, I always tell people that maybe 10% of my time is designing, and the other 90% of my time is meetings, phone calls, documentation, putting out fires to make sure that, you know, we're looking out for our clients and they're getting what they are expecting from us and what they expect to see in their property, and getting good products that are good quality.
Right, at the end, nobody can survive by ourselves in this world.
Yes.
So especially in the hotel industry, when you're making this wonderful project, you really have to depend on a lot of other people.
Yep.
So I can see that your management is going to be very, very strong.
Yep.
Stephanie, hold that thought. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Didi Kim with Darf Design, and you're watching.
And
you're watching.
And you are watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
The first internet channel for the hospitality industry.
Watch and follow who she brings and what she brings to show you, to inspire.
KoniTV.tv. I love it.
Welcome back to Hospitality Insider with Stephanie Thompson at Cuningham Group. Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing all these wonderful stories. And what inspired you to be a designer?
Well, to be a designer, I've wanted to do it ever since I was a teenager. I thought it was so interesting and creative and artistic. That's what really drew me to it. But I do find a lot of inspiration everywhere. I like to travel a lot, but you can also find things at home that can inspire you as well and pique that interest. Or, you know, in every project there has to be, you know, that feature thing or that thing that stands out, or what am I thinking of and creating that's something different than, you know, nobody else has thought about it before, I've done it before, and how does that impact the guest or the people using that space. So it's very creative and trying to always think outside the box, but not too far outside the box, so it's not going to be something that our clients don't want, even though it would be interesting for the guests.
It's a mix of a balance
that
you have to find right there in there. But when you were wanting to be a designer, did you really know how intricate and all these other things that's coming in the back, you know, all the specifications and follow-ups and all that type of thing? Because most of the time when we say you're a designer, everybody thought that it's such a glamorous job, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us about all the other things that you have to do in order to make that design into reality.
Well, a lot of it is documentation, working in construction documents, being able to put things in the documents so contractors can read and know what you want done on this wall or that wall or on the floor. Working with all kinds of consultants, MEP consultants, electrical consultants, plumbing consultants, because they know the infrastructure of the building and all the things that need to go into that, and then how that works or affects what you're trying to do as designing the interior of a space. And then you go into the FF&E specifications, which, you know, that's almost just as much work as the construction documents.
Exactly.
And, you know, not only selecting them all, but then making sure that fabrics have the proper finishes on it, so it will be durable, and making sure other products have the quality that needs to be there, and even specifying casework and doing custom millwork. you know, countertops. It's a lot of work that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, every little thing that is in a hotel room or in a space, someone has specified that out so that someone can purchase it and put it in the space. And I don't think a lot of people realize that or notice that.
Well, that's the whole thing, you know. Well, guest checks in, they love it, but they absolutely have no idea what type of work and painstaking, you know, the things that has gone through behind it. So share with us how many different people that touches, you know, going through you to make that hotel guest room.
Oh, I mean, it can be
from construction, architects, and
yeah, construction, contractors. Every contractor has subcontractors, purchasing agents, and then you have all your suppliers. You know, we don't just go to one. It's not a one-stop shop. It's like 200 different suppliers or more, depending on the scope of the space or the size of the space. Even just doing, you know, one model room or one room, a guest room for a model room, you're going to have probably 50 different suppliers that are involved with the different parts and pieces that go into that space. And you're that contact person. You're the one who's bringing those people on board. You're making the recommendation on their product. You're the go-between the owner and the supplier and the contractor. You're kind of that one-stop shop that also helps coordinate everything.
Yeah, that collaboration.
Yep.
Yeah. In an event like ByTech, and I meet a lot of not only the buyers, but all the suppliers that display. And I just have a new understanding again and again, even though I've been in this industry so long, that how many elements that goes into that making design.
Yep.
And so I have a truly great admirations for the designers who not only the colors and the schemes, but the details that goes inside, functionality, operation, how easy it is, and all that is incredible what you people are doing. And so share with us, and with all that dealings with the suppliers and other subcontractors, contractors, what is most difficult things?
I think the most difficult thing is when there's a problem. Because it's hard to sometimes identify why something failed or why something showed up on site and it was damaged, and then who's going to take responsibility to fix that problem. And you know, I have a lot of respect for the suppliers and the manufacturers that say, yep, that was our problem, we're sorry it showed up that way, we'll take care of it. Because that makes my life easier, and that makes our owners' lives easier. And that's really, you know, it all comes down to service too. Like, what are you going to do to make sure that you keep those relationships strong, and good customer service, good product, you know, and you're never going to, like I said before, you're never going to have a project that 100% of the project is going to go perfect. That's just not a reality. And there's always things that go wrong, but it's a testament to the people that we work with and how they handle those situations to make those situations better.
Yes, every little element makes the whole difference. And thank you for all that thoughts, and hold that. And when we come back, we're going to talk about your future plans and some wisdom that you can give to all the hotel industry. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Congratulations, Koni TV.
Congratulations, Koni TV.
Congratulations, Koni TV.
The first online
internet
TV station
for the hospitality industry.
Congratulations, Koni TV. If you have not started watching it, you definitely should. Join us now.
Welcome back with Stephanie Thompson at Cuningham Group. Stephanie, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and now let's take a look at it. I know that whole world is becoming so aware of a green product as well, green world. So how do you handle the sustainability in your organization?
Okay, well, in the last year or so, our company has brought in an energy modeler. So on a lot of our projects, we get them involved, and they look at things like solar, how solar affects the building based on how the property is situated. They look at how the winds might hit a building and what that does to the energy issues with the building, as well as lighting, with solar lighting and that kind of stuff. So we do have that available at our office, and we do look at that with a lot of our bigger properties, even down to some of our smaller, you know, couple thousand square foot buildings that we're working on, because it's such a huge thing right now. And then we do focus a lot of putting sustainable practices in lighting, as well as fixtures that we're specifying for like faucets and showers and things like that, so we're not wasting that kind of things. And then when you come down, you know, on a smaller scale, we're looking at materials like fabrics or furnishings that, you know, have a higher percentage of sustainable recycled materials in it as well. So we are looking into a lot of the sustainability aspects in hospitality.
So if you are working with the suppliers who can provide you with a lot more energy savings and efficiency, is that your first priority?
I think that, yeah, we look at all of those things when we're looking at products that we're specifying. It might not be the first priority, but it's definitely something that we always look into in anything that we're specifying.
Right. So whether it's material, it's biodegradable,
yep,
or
recyclable content, or do they have a recycling program where they come and pick up?
Right.
You know, if you change out the carpet 10 years from now, they can come pick it up and recycle it into new carpet. And we look into, if we're remodeling a building, you know, do they rip out all that tile and then recycle it into new tile?
Right.
So it's on a bunch of different levels.
Right. So what do you think that all this movement of sustainability is going to go? Is it something that you see it's all going to be like a habit, so everybody start, you know, really focus on that? Or is it also something is a marketing situation?
I think it's both.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something that we can't ignore anymore.
Right.
And I don't think that right now everyone's doing it, so I think on that aspect it is kind of a marketing things. Not only our clients are marketing it for, you know, their hotels or whatever, that they're sustainability conscious in what they do for their hotel and the services that they provide. But I also think it's becoming more of a habit because the suppliers have started to up their games and make sure that things are more sustainable. Mm-hmm. The electrical, plumbing, and all those consultants, you know, that's a big thing that's being discussed right now and needs to be looked at, especially when you're doing 500-room hotels or thousands and thousands of square feet in a space for a casino or something like that. I mean, they can save a lot of money by being environmentally conscious. Right,
it's a long term, but there's a lot of times that people have this concept that it's going to cost them money, more money at the upfront. Mm-hmm. You know, so how do you overcome that?
Well, a lot of that comes in the energy modeling that we do, and how that, you know, doing certain things will be more beneficial in the long term. What can they get out, or what's the return? You know, is it 18 months? Is it a couple years? Is it 5 years? So we present a lot of those things with our clients as well.
So what % of your clients actually want to have the eco hotels?
I would say a large percent.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
That's fantastic. So, okay, let's move to what is your future plan? And what is the plan? Do you know what Cuningham Group is looking at?
I mean, we're growing. We're getting into other markets around the world. We're trying to bring our storyboarding and our storytelling as a benefit to our clients. I mean, I think as a whole we're just growing. Right.
So what is the global, then you have a lot of global project. Mm-hmm. So what kind of % do you do? Is it more in North America, or is it more outside of the North America?
Right now most of our projects are in North America, and probably 15% of our projects are global. But a lot of those projects are master planning big idea, big area things right now that will then translate into more work for us in the future on a smaller scale for each venue.
Wow, wow, that's fantastic. So I know that totally global market is so growing, so I'm sure that you'll reach out into outside of U.S. as well. But you know, in the industry, we always talk about giving back. So what is your concept or your planning and how you give back to the industry?
So Cuningham Group gives back in a lot of different ways within our community. Every year we do a creative art expedition at our firm, and we pick a local organization that deals with the arts or with sustainability. And all the employees make art, and then we auction it off, and we usually give a check between $10,000 to $20,000 to the organization within our community.
Fantastic! That's
so it's great to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And then personally, I love to talk and interact with students, the young designers, up and coming, and mentor and talk to them about what it's like to be a designer. What my day is like, because you think going into it you're going to be doing all this creative stuff all the time, and really that's 10%. The other stuff is, being able to communicate and being professional. And so I think it's important to educate those students and mentor them, because they're the up and coming in our industry.
So let's give them some words of wisdom, to the students and also to the industry and all the hoteliers. What would be your words of wisdom?
To be creative, think outside the box, listen to your clients, listen to your mentors, and just travel and be creative.
Okay, Stephanie, thank you so much. It was a great pleasure having you in the Hospitality Insider. Thank you for watching Hospitality Insider with Stephanie Thompson. If you would like to be a part of this program, please go to konitv.tv.
This is Ken Salyer with Tricus, and I want to thank you for watching.
You're watching.
Thanks for watching Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Koni TV.
Watch it every day for the latest hospitality news, hospitality trends, or whatever you desire to find out in the hospitality industry.
Come join us now at konitv.tv.